Hi folks, it's Peter here from Rainbow Springs Fly Fishing with another little pro tip for you. And this one's to do with most traditional anglers will dry fly fish upstream, which is completely fine. But every now and then you're going to get a good drift downstream if you see fish rising particularly, or you can skate your caddis. Now the caddis that we like to do that with sort of turns fish on a little bit, particularly when the rivers are flowing well. So we use an elk hair caddis because the elk hair is hollow and it makes them float better. We also use what's called a balloon caddis, which has got a little tiny bit of foam on the head, which makes it easier for old people like me to see it. So if the river's running this way, if you fish downstream with a dry fly, there's a couple of techniques. It's slack line fishing, but you don't strike until the fish has turned. And you need to be low because traditionally, depending on how fast the river's running, fish face you. They face upstream 99% of the time. So the slack line cast is done like this. It's simply up, down and stop the rod, and then as the fly goes downstream, you can slowly lower your rod to give you a nice drift. So it's simply this. And then you check the pocket water. There, as the fly goes down, you've got that little bit of slack line there, and I'm checking the pocket water all the time. Slack line, down it goes. If you go across the stream, you need a little slack line reach cast, and down she'll go. And you can do this and add to your drift. But it's important that you don't strike immediately because it's all downstream, fish face upstream. Slack line casting downstream, hold it back, drop it and allow it to drift. One of the other things you can do is you can do a simple wiggle cast, depending on what the seams are doing. And sometimes I'm not a big fan of that because as soon as that line gets below the current, it starts to drag it a little bit. So you've got to be conscious of it. It's quick. You don't get a lot of time. It's worthwhile, but ideally it's the slack line up there, slack line, let it drift down, get your bite, and then you can set your hook sideways so that you can land the fish. So here's a little addition to your downstream caddis fishing. One of the tricks you can do in the rivers is you can skate your caddis back as though it's laid eggs and it's trying to get off the water. So the trick is use plenty of floatant, and here I'm using a powdered floatant, and then use traditional floatant up the leader so that it floats incredibly well. And that way, when it's on the water, what it's going to do is it's going to drag itself. And I know traditionally you don't drag flies, but sometimes when they're dragging themselves off the water, particularly when you do a slow pickup, you get that bite that you weren't going to get before. So think about that. I'll show you skating caddis right now. Here we go. Skating the caddis. Oh, look out! Oh, strike, I didn't mean to do that. Damn it. It works. You want to skate caddis? Let them go downstream, drift nicely, and then let them skate. And that way when you pick it up slow. And these fish are incredibly educated. They're not pellet fed, they're as smart as hell. See the way I'm adjusting the rod? I'm keeping side pressure on the fish all the time. I'm not in too much of a hurry. We're going to let this fella go. That's a bit of a shame. I didn't mean to catch that one. But it just goes to show those little 5% times where you can skate caddis downstream on a dry fly, rainbows in particular love it. So I'm going to go and just release this bloke before it's too late. Take my time, take the hook out. He's still not happy. We'll take our time. See the bend in the rod tip? I always want that shock absorber at the tip. I'm going to try to do this quick and dirty, folks. Look at that male rainbow. I'm going to be quick and dirty so I don't hurt him. There he is, off you go, champion. He's gone. There's your future right there. So I hope you've liked this little pro tip. Please like our Facebook page. We're also on YouTube. If you'd like more information, please go to our website at rainbowsprings.com.au, click on the Contact Us page, and we'll shoot you off an information pack. Bye for now.